This is Dale Weir over a cup of tea. If you're watching this, you're probably in the research phase of the home buying and selling process. You've started talking to friends and relatives about their past experiences. You've probably got online and read some articles and blogs. Perhaps you've looked at homes online or visited an open house. Throughout that entire time period, you've heard one phrase over and over again: all real estate is local. And that phrase has started nagging at you. How does it apply to you? What does it mean to you? And how will it affect your home buying or selling experience? Well, let's talk about it today over a cup of tea. For many people, when they first hear the phrase, the immediate thought is geography. In different parts of the nation, there are different home styles, there are different amenities, there are different concerns. But locally, you look at school districts, you look at tax base, you look at whether a neighborhood is very well kept or starting to get a little seedy. Is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? When realtors hear the phrase, however, we tend to also think about the home buying and selling process because it's not the same in different parts of the country. What you're doing in one section is not going to be what you're going to do in the other. Our contract now is 9 pages of legal jargon. It becomes a quagmire as you try and go through it. And if you're not used to reading the legal contracts and knowing what to expect and when, you can easily get into trouble and you can lose some of the protections that are built into the contract for you. You can also end up missing out on some of the things that aren't necessarily in the contract, but they're standard local practices. Those are the things that you need the local expert for. Things like, who pays for which inspections, the buyer or the seller? Who's present at inspections? How quickly do inspections have to be done and negotiated? Who pays for other things that occur during the process, like a survey? When you're looking at it, you're also looking at the closing time period. Does everybody come to the same office at the same time to close? Or do the buyer and seller close separately at different times and places? Are things funded right away? Does the buyer get possession and get to move in that same day? Or does the seller actually retain possession of the home for several days after closing and funding? There are so many little things that can really become a problem if you don't understand them. That's why we say all real estate is local. What can you as a buyer or seller do to protect yourself? Simple. You get a cup of tea and you sit down with a local realtor and you chat. Find someone who is experienced, professional, reputable, and ask them your questions. Ask them about the local process. Local realtors love to educate the consumer. We love to explain what the process is. So sit down and ask us. If you're in the greater St. Louis area, give me a call at 314-660-4803 or dale.weir@cbgundaker.com. I'm here to help you on your timeline with what your goals. This is Dale Weir over a cup of tea in St. Louis, Missouri with Coldwell Banker Gundaker. Thank you and have a wonderful day.